Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Sunfall Cycle.
I didn't do
As
it
per
today.
usual, I wait for Bronze to say something that I think she thinks is going to make it live on air, but doesn't. But it's still just awkward enough that if it did, reputation ruining. Just reputation ruining.
What reputation?
Hey!
Yeah.
Reputation establishing.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome back, gang. I'm so excited. Let's do this thing. We got so much stuff to do today. I'm going to throw it to the boss.
We got so much to get through. So, as we start off, please tell me what happened last time. Let's summarize what we've been through. And maybe actually, like, after we do that, maybe I'll do like a looping back to like 3 episodes ago and like what you were trying to do and the moral quandary you were facing and what you learned, so that we can really wrap up this arc and just be like, we've been through a lot. What's the story that we've uncovered here? So first of all, y'all, I'm throwing it your direction. What did we do last time? What happened last episode?
Well, happy Beltane to all of our Scottish and Irish friends.
Oh, yes. And happy May Day to all of the workers of the world.
Yes, to all of our Soviet brothers and
To all of our comrades.
Yeah, to all the
fighting
comrades out there.
friendship.
Happy May Day to all. May
Yes.
the proletariat fall.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess we have to. You want to know what happened last time, though?
We found the king and
Immediately attacked him. Yeah.
Aya attacked him and it like went badly, and then the rest of us died, right?
Well, let's point
In the
out
garden?
it wasn't supposed to. Whatever she was doing wasn't an attack. It was like a threaten. You threatened
yeah.
magical
And he was
Jason
like-
Momoa, which is a terrible decision, and then he murdered. We got murdered.
But
All
he
of us
was
were
leading
murdered.
me towards a tree full of assassins.
True. They were, technically, we did find out there were assassins in the tree.
And that's where he was leading me, was to
True.
this tree, so that
Yes.
I'd get assassinated.
Yep.
And it turns out it didn't need it, but yeah.
So he like
Why does a dude like that even need bodyguards?
he like opened up the heavens and like finger of death to Jeff to instant death and
No,
cast
No.
fireballs. No, not to.
no, he did not. Thank you, Steven.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Armoros controls his own fate.
What was there something that just instant death to you last time?
No.
He
Maybe
instant
it was
deathed
Sarek.
himself. It
Yeah,
wasn't me.
right. Yes.
Yeah, he did. He killed
I
himself.
jumped off a roof with the guy and grabbed
Yeah,
onto a
you
guy and
guys-
jumped off a roof.
You guys both committed suicide, and then I was extremely distraught, so I just like tried to fight the king and let him kill me, and screamed, dying
Yes.
in emotional and physical pain.
Rat tutor.
And then you woke up and you skipped forwards 2 steps in time to like after the decision of whether or not to try to negotiate with, you know, the speaker for the king, forwards to like an assault on the postern gate in front of the bell tower. And do you remember what happened there?
Well, the guy who met with the Queen of Umbatu, or whatever the hell his name is, although I think that's a guy from Wakanda, but whatever the
Utu,
case
Utu.
may be.
I'm
Isn't
pretty
it
sure
Utu
it's a
the
browser.
That's Ubuntu.
Ubuntu,
Operating
Ubuntu,
system.
a browser, Google, whatever his name was.
It was Utu, right?
Something to do
Steven?
with
Yeah.
It's
Utu
Utu.
Utu
the,
the spear.
yes. Utu the spear was there. And what was he
Yeah.
doing?
He was talking to the queen, right? Or this was before, I guess.
Oh,
But they
yeah,
had
that
like
was-
decided to let the world in. But I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, they were like making some oh, what's the word? There was some palace intrigue that was happening. But this particular time, you were assaulting the gates and trying to get the postern gates open. And Utu the spear was in there, protected by walls of force on each portcullis. And he was summoning down sun demons to
Oh,
like
right.
fall across the town. He was like pulling solar demons from the sky and using them as an offensive weapon against the city of Ire in this war. So you fought some solar demons and fought your way up to Utu the spear. Castor and Pollux opened the gates and let you kill Utu and let the dust of the earth in through the postern gates, which is their supposed betrayal of the Knights of Astafon.
Right. How did I forget that?
Right.
I just remember the garden stuff.
The garden stuff was pretty vivid. So I think that hangs in our minds quite readily. So yeah, and then you came back to the present. And what happened then?
We were in the tent.
Yes.
And we talked to Castor and Pollock again, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it asked her, we kind of chose sides, I feel like. And then I think Sarek asked them if there was anything that they could give us to help kill the crazy Southern Baptist band.
Yeah.
And said there might be something. And that's where we ended, I think.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
they motioned towards a tent and they're like, we might have something to help
come
you.
with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Okay. So just to wrap up, like what has happened. Y'all crawled through the town of Servitude, which you've discovered is like a servant town adjacent to the Palace of Ire. And you crawled your way down, like found some priesthood of Dahaka operating underneath the town and slew their summoned avatar, poorly summoned avatar. And then you came back up into the Church of Coronet, the Temple to Coronet, which is like the dominant religion in the region. And you met Father Hadrax Ishmael Ignacio Jacobim IV and his bodyguard, Moiraine Dower. For you, Jesse, every time. And they were like, oh, hey, you seem like a good crew of ne'er-do-wells. Go get this viewing lens from the dust of the earth. They've spirited it away up into this bell tower. Go get it back for us because we're the only ones, and King Astafon is the only one who can make use of this viewing lens, and it's very important for a magical ritual, so go do it for us. And y'all were like, what are you gonna give us in return? And they were like, we're gonna make you full-fledged Knights of Astafon. You want that, right? You want the armor, you want the bow, you want a little bit of this, right? And y'all were like, awesome, how do we do it? And they said, just go kill Castor and Pollux. Castor and Pollux betrayed the Knights of Astafon, turned sides, sided with the dust of the earth. They opened the postern gates and let in a critical assault on the palace that led to the death of many, many noble knights. Go take them out, bring us their heads. And y'all were like, wait a minute. I feel like there's something fishy here. Let's go, let's talk to them, let's see what the actual story is, and then let's make our decision. So you went, you talked to them, and then all of a sudden this gray dwarf named Iramon came out of her little like makeshift lean-to wooden wagon that she was hiding under, and she came into the tent and she was like, you have to see. And then we had 3 episodes of Flashback where you were quantum leap jumping into different people's bodies in the past. And this is past that, as far as you can tell, actually happened. Like there was an assassination attempt on King Astafon in his garden some number of months ago. There was an attack on the speaker for Astafon. There was an assault on the postern gate where Utu the Spear was summoning demons. So you saw a number of events. You saw, what was it? I think the first one was trying to figure out, what's the first one? Was that the one where you were like meeting in the town square?
Well, yeah,
it was the sick
first one
house,
was like the
right?
hospital.
We were trying to bring them clean linens.
Yes, you flash back to a hospital where there were lots of sick people. There was talk of a plague spreading through the city. And then agents of King Astafon summoned solar demons down on the hospital and started burning it to the ground. And you killed a couple of them, and the rest of you ran inside and you rescued everybody from in the sick house. The sick house, incidentally, is just down the street from the armorer who you met, Deether Caldera, a massive bull of a man working a forge where he had a demon, like a fire demon enslaved. And that armory is just behind the Temple to Coronet. So you saw that, and then you hopped backwards one step in time before the war happened, and you had a conversation with like the council of people in the dust of the earth in the city of servitude, in the town of servitude. And you decided that you would go try to like attack the speaker for Astafon when she was giving her address to the crowds. So you went out there, you tried to like get a bunch of disguises, and then a riot broke out. You helped escort the speaker back to the palace, and that's when you ended up being able to talk to King Astafon. And what you learned from King Astafon is it seems like in his mind, he just can't save everyone. And so he's making hard choices about who to save. And of course, that means all of the people who are close to him, and therefore all of the people who are rich. And he was like, yeah, we're going to have some small allotment for like farmers or whatever, but they're not the important people. They're not like the doctors or the wizards or, whatever. So you tried to kill him and it didn't work. And then you flashed forwards in time again to the assault on the postern gate, where you saw Castor and Pollux raise the gates, letting you slay Utu the Spear, one of Astafon's loyal warlocks. And that's how we got to where we are.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Going back to the very I'm sorry to everyone watching. Going back to the very beginning of what you said.
Yeah.
Jacobeam the Fourth Esquire,
Yes.
Preston, wanted us to get their heads. But the initial start was to get the focusing lens? Or were they going to give us the focusing lens?
That was
No.
a conversation him and I had in private.
Okay.
So that could be why it didn't stick with you guys, because I specifically told him, he like pulled me aside while he was investigating the God Soul, and he told me about the lens, and I was like, well, what if we just took the lens and gave it back to the king directly, because we don't even need you. We could
Cut out the middleman.
And get, commendation from the king directly. And he was like, he threatened to kill us.
So
And like everybody here and like frame you for their murders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said he would murder everybody in the church and say that we did it, like, which would probably, like, indirectly would probably result in our execution.
my question is,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted the focus,
Yeah.
and the dust have it.
Yeah.
Gang, do we think we can like convince these guys to let us take the focus and just like use it to try and get back inside the church so then we can take these sons of bitches out? Like as a
Probably.
ploy? I don't know, but I feel like it's a good way to get back, because we go back empty-handed with nothing, no heads, no nothing. They're gonna be like, "What are y'all doing?" And if we come back with the focus, then they're like, "We vaporized them." Shit, yeah, they got vapor. They're like particles, man. Fire vaporized them. Like, there's no heads. Sorry, but we did get the focus. Like,
Yeah.
at least they'll believe that. Maybe.
I was gonna say either we can take Castor and Pollux's masks and try to like say that we murdered them, or we need the focus if they won't give us the focus. It has to be one or the other,
Yeah.
To what end, though? Why do you want them to believe we did anything?
so that we can get in close
And then
not have them murder us. Because I'm
Anything
pretty
else to
sure
do?
they're powerful. To Father Ishmael Hader. God damn it, Steven!
Yeah, this terrible name.
Yeah.
I can't say all that nonsense.
Because
Mr. Father.
we have to get into the church itself, past the congregation, up to the second floor, past the guard with like badass armor and shit, past the like we have to get in that room with them and then be able to take them out while they're like not prepared for that shit. Yeah, we have to do the same thing we did that damn lady. I'm gonna drown their asses and stab them and shit.
It's assassination time.
And I feel like we can actually get more if we deliver it back to them. We can get more information about the focus and stuff, and try to like pry them for more, so we can figure out what the hell to do other than like take it to the king, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
plus they might not grant us an audience if we come back empty-handed.
That's what I was thinking. If we just show up and we're like, we're gonna kill these guys, they're gonna be like, no, and then we'd have to kill the entire congregation anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill
Doing
everyone.
exactly
And
what
how
they said they
many
would frame you for anyway.
wasn't there like 50 people in that church?
There's a lot of people in there.
There's a lot.
There was a handful. There was like a service happening or something like that that he had to interrupt when you came out of the magical door behind all of the like angels and demons sculptures behind the
I don't know if we
So-
want to murder a whole congregation. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people to kill. I don't know that we can. So I feel like we have to give them a token of some sort to be like, we did what you wanted, and then we murder those sons of bitches.
Awesome. So real quick, you ended the last episode saying like, okay, we think we understand the situation now. We're on your side to Castor and Pollux. And then you, Sarek, said, do you have anything for us? Do you have anything that's going to make our job easier?
It might have been Amros who said that, but
Armros.
Was it Armros?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's thinking ahead.
Yeah.
He's the smarty pants.
So yeah, they look at you and they nod and they say, yes, follow us, in that like finishing each other's sentences way. And they stride out of the tent, and the light from outside is blinding. As soon as you step out, you've been in the darkness of the tent for so long that the sun's just like washing the landscape in a brilliant light. Your eyes adjust, and they walk over to like near where the cook is doing his thing. What was his name? Ulvund, the cook. Yes.
Never would have guessed that.
Yeah. Over where he's got this curled, waxed mustache and this grease-stained white apron, and he's stirring a few pots and shouting at Praetorio, who's running around underfoot. You get away from there, you rapscallion! You have no appreciation for good cooking. And Castor and Pollux walk past him over to the flagpole in the center of in the center of the barricade camp, where there's like this limp reddish flag with this I think brownish flag with like a red ring inscribed in like red clay on the flag. And at the base of it, there's like a large set of like chests and like luggage containers. They're not like treasure chests. They're like what a family might toss all of their belongings into in order to like run for their lives from the war that's consuming their home. That sort of thing. So they open up a few and they pull out a small number of objects. And first, my notes are getting long enough that I'm starting to bounce back and forth between very large things. Yeah. Sarek, they turn to the four of you and they say, these items, they're useless on their own. But the smith, Diether Caldera, he will know what to do with them. Your first task should be to find him in his smithy behind the cathedral to Coronet. And Sarek, he opens a black mahogany box and holds it out sort of so that you can see inside of it. And what's there is there's like a rust-like powdered metal piled atop two black calfskin gloves. And he closes the box.
Do I recognize this? Oh, never mind.
And he hands it to you.
Oh.
The gloves of pettiness.
Yeah, I like take it and thank him for it. And I like sort of under my breath, I'm like, we'll use it well. I have no idea what he just handed me. I'm like, I would love to examine whatever that metal stuff. All right.
Yeah. And then to Aya, Pollux like comes around the other side, and he's holding in his hands a loose collection of jewelry. And as he gets closer and he holds them out to you, you see that there are 6 silver feathers, ornately crafted by a jeweler of incredible skill.
These are from Forever 21.
They're very precious to us.
I take them from him.
And Castor reaches down to like a small bag and opens the drawstrings and draws out 2 thick bronze rings. They're like the thickness of like your thumb. And they're like twisted and scarred and deeply gouged and heavily damaged. But you can tell that if they were like mended and fit in their proper positioning, they would sit like around your biceps. They're torques. And he hands them to you, Ankara.
I stick out my arms and have him just put them on my arms.
So they're not in like a circle shape right now.
Oh, they're just like
hangs one on your wrist and then like
Okay.
sets the other one on top of your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Pollux, strides towards you, Armoros, and he's holding something in a hand that's covered in a golden cloth. And he pulls back the golden cloth. And he says, I think they introduce each of these things. Castor says to Sarek, this substance is called blood metal. It is made when an especially gruesome murder coats nearby metals, and the metals corrode with the blood that has damaged them. And then Pollux introduces the silver feathers to Aya. These are the pinions of the white raven. I am certain that Deether Caldera will be able to awaken the spirit that lives inside of them. To Ankara, Castor says, these are the torques of the shifter, but they have been long broken. The smith will be able to reforge them for you. And then to Armoros, Pollux comes around and he's holding something under a golden cloth. And he sweeps away the golden cloth, revealing the hilt of a longsword, forged in a golden color with a solar motif. So there's like thin rays of light that are like emanating off of the hilt, forged in metal. And sort of like clustered in his hand are the broken shards of the sword itself. And he says, Armoros, the Sunblade was woefully inept against the solar demons. To our dismay, they were greatly resistant to its powers. The smith, Deether Caldera, is a talented man, but even this is beyond his ability to repair. But perhaps with the right material. The burning heart of a mid-tier solar demon, for example. Perhaps a new weapon could be forged, more suited to our particular task. And then he hands you the hilt and the broken shards of the Sunblade.
Okay. He starts to tuck it away and says, I'll kill Tim.
Tim is clearly a low-tier solar demon, Armoros, and therefore it would behoove you to find a much larger solar demon, clearly, because Tim is a baby.
Does a larger demon look like the ones we killed in that
Yeah, duh.
thing? Okay.
Are you asking?
He is saying out loud, yeah.
Yeah. Pollux pauses and says, describe again the beasts you fought on that night.
It had no head.
And a lance coming from its shoulder, yes?
Yep.
He nods and says, what did I call it? I think it's a solar lance.
Solar lance, yeah.
Yeah, he nods and says, this is a solar lance, a lesser sun demon. You're looking for something bigger.
Wow.
See, so Tim definitely won't work because Tim is a baby.
Tim's also very friendly.
Who is Tim?
Tim is a baby solar demon that we've adopted into our ragtag family.
No, you've adopted.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, that means all of us did.
Mhm.
It's open to be
look
killed.
to each other and they say, that seems unwise.
Very.
You seem unwise.
What?
No, she doesn't mean that. She's a bear sometimes.
No, she's
You
yes.
seem unwise.
She was eaten by rats. Ignore her.
No one's hurting Tim. Not
Sometimes
happening.
the best way to know how to defeat an enemy is to befriend an enemy and study it. And maybe if y'all did that, you wouldn't be living in this refugee camp outside the castle keep. Anyways,
Just saying.
let's move on.
It's a weird way to say thank you for the gifts, but they do mean it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So what now?
Can I go outside and open? There were gloves in my thing, right? Can I open that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I examine those gloves? What are those gloves?
They're black calfskin gloves.
I just have, but like, can I? Do they offer me anything of value? Should I combine them with the metal?
I mean, you've got like this like powdered rust metal. They gave you that.
Right, but the
Just have
gloves.
to find out, Jesse. You don't have all the answers right off the bat, my friend. You ever played a Zelda game? Okay.
Why don't you just put them on?
They could
Yeah,
be.
just put 'em
They
on
could be
and see.
cursed gloves. Cursed, and I become a cat.
So what's wrong with becoming a cat?
I don't know. I
Cats
think
are the
Fine.
worst. Cats are terrible.
What?
You could be a cat burglar.
That's stupid. No.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
Can I look at them and like try one on?
Yeah. You try one on. It fits very nicely, like perhaps one might say a glove. It's so soft. It is sumptuous and lush, and it feels like a second skin as soon as it's on your hand, and half of your body turns into a cat, but the other half does not. So
Which half?
you
Oh,
don't
all right.
actually.
Is it like down the middle, or is it like my lower half or my upper half?
Yeah, I think you could even say, for example, take 10 minutes and just like thoroughly examine the things that you have to make sure that there's nothing magical going on yet.
Yeah, I want to put on both my gloves. Am I
Cool.
magical
Yeah,
now?
you're wearing two pitch black, like dark as night leather gloves.
And they give me no stats or any bonuses, right? They're just like gloves.
Yep.
Well, I put them on because they look fabulous. So now I have a weird patrician crown, a purple cloak, black gloves. I am like a pimp at this point. I'm like a weird
And
pimp.
you have a cane.
And I now have a cane. And
Patrician cane.
I have a weird walk. I like have to have a swagger to me. Yeah, okay, great. Cool.
Do the others of you do any like thorough examination of what you've gotten?
I'll look at the torques.
Yeah. It looks like they've been through hell. Like probably they were even left in some sort of like burning building for a while. It looks like there used to be something like carved on the ends of them, some sort of end cap. And they're just like melted lumps of like smoosh at the moment. You can see there's like one tiny ruby embedded in, and then like a pushed in spot where there's probably a tiny ruby like embedded deep inside of it. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming mine's just feathers.
Yep, yours is just like 6 beautifully ornate silver feathers made by a very skilled jeweler.
From Wet Seal.
That is such a callback.
Isn't
They
it?
went out of business like 7 years ago.
That makes me sad.
Terrible.
Is that phase of fashion over with the arrowheads and the feather jewelry with the whole all those wander are not lost quotes on it? Because that shit kills me because I'm like,
I hope so.
ah,
All about a job
I
now,
hope
burlap
so.
sacks made into clothing that you pay too much for. So you gotta really push the boundaries.
Hemp necklaces with like
fake
shells and-
arrowheads.
yeah. Totally. I had one of those when I was in high school.
I believe that. You don't even have to say it. I know that is true. I believe that. Oh yeah.
Jesse
Yeah,
was a
awesome.
Juicy jeans guy. You were a puka shell guy.
I never fat guys with jewelry never works. It's never been a thing. It doesn't exist. Shouldn't happen. Don't be it arrowhead, gold, or other. You always look like you are like one bad day away from getting killed by the prostitute you hired. You just don't.
Fat dudes with like big luxury rings. I think there is definitely a style that works for like big guys with like rings.
Oh, and tracksuit? Oh yeah. That's that's where it's at. You're right about that. Big rings that have like I don't know, they're black for some reason, like or titanium.
Like a Super Bowl ring. Yeah.
Oh,
you just got like a Super Bowl 42 ring or whatever.
Yeah.
And with those, like the most important accessory is not jewelry, but chest hair.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. With just like a gold chain threaded into the hair.
I hope they start making like chest hair necklaces like that.
Oh, great.
Everyone just starts wearing chest hair necklaces. Like
You
it's
took
the
it too
thing.
far. Too far.
I don't even know what that means. Is it a necklace made of chest hair or a necklace
That's why
for
it's
your chest hair?
fashion.
Is it a necklace that's like you weave in the like? There's so many questions. That's why I don't get fashion.
I haven't finished my designs yet, but I'll let you know. Start a Kickstarter.
Amazing. All right, kids. So you've got your stuff. You're examining it. You have a choice to make about where you go next. And Kara,
Mm-hmm.
You hear this, "Ugh," and then a bling.
Oh, our bird.
And you look down, and there's a big, fat, yellow crow that's hiccuping out individual gold coins. And it looks up at you and says, "Full."
Full. Wasn't
Full.
this Aya? Wasn't this your bird that you were carrying around with you?
Well, we have to take it back.
Yeah.
But it's full right now, clearly.
Yeah.
I'd pick it up and give it a squeeze to kind
yeah.
of help it like push some of
Yeah.
that out.
Patting
Like
on its
three
little back.
more coins just go. Blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Sark picks up all three, just like,
That's mine.
Well, we should take this little guy back.
Yeah, we should return him
Cool.
from whence he came.
yeah, might as well go back and see what's what before we forge ahead. Oh, can we ask them about the focusing lens?
Oh, yeah, sure. Who are you asking?
Oh, well, never mind. I can't. In character, I don't know anything about this.
True. Yep.
No, I think I told everyone. Didn't I?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I thought you told everybody.
I feel like I told everyone.
Okay.
All right, then, yeah, I sort of poke my head back in. Like, one more thing. Thank you for the gifts. They're lovely. But do you happen to have a focusing lens of some sort? We were told that you had one, and it might benefit us to return with something if we can't return with your heads.
Focusing lens. No, we don't have one. What are you asking?
Something about dust of the earth, and it was there's a tower and a lens, and we need to return with it in order for them to believe that we actually came back here.
Let me see if I'm pretty sure that I talked about this person before. Yeah. Yep. Yes. She says, yes, the bell tower. We here in this camp form the base of the dust of the earth. We're a little more concerned with survival and with getting everything sorted. There is another splinter faction, the Patient Hearts. You may have seen them in your vision. They're led by a woman named Noble Ibless. She's fiery. We never saw eye to eye, she and her. You're talking to Rael, by the way, not Castor or Pollux. She says, we never saw eye to eye, by the way. He and her Patient Hearts moved away from our base camp here and set up their own operation out of the bell tower. It's possible that they made a foray into the treasure vaults of Astafon. A viewing lens, you said.
That's what we were told.
That's strange. Give me a few moments. I would like to speak with someone about what this might possibly mean.
Know something. I say to my party, not to them.
Yeah. I'll have some more information for you the next time I see you.
Oh, okay. Can we go back to the moon and then come immediately back and be like, did you switch? Do you have the information now?
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do that then.
This viewing lens seems like it's of great significance. Did you see her face when you mentioned it?
I know. Something's up. We must find out.
Maybe Saloon will know.
Maybe.
Awesome. So the four of you head over to the Sunfire Brazier, fix your gaze upon it, and then your vision goes black. You hear the soft wind, the cool breeze blowing past you, the soft grasses under your back. You open your eyes to the night sky above, and you hear the sweet words of Saloon. Welcome. It's so good to see you.
Hey, Saloon. Hi.
Hi, Sarek. I'm so happy you're back. It's
Oh
been
yes,
so
great.
long.
It's so nice to be here. We don't see you much these days. You must miss us.
I do. It's awfully lonely here on the moon.
Yes, it must be. You're the only person on the moon, eh?
I contain multitudes.
Yeah, of course. Sure. Well, we're gonna take this crow over to the other crow now, so enjoy.
Oh, you found another one of Maine's companions.
Yep.
I think she calls out Maney, and then Maine's head just pokes out of the tree. There's like that like screen shake, like motion blur, as like the head comes cawing out.
Why did you make it the most anime thing? Like, yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Who has this bird? Who is?
Aya picked him up
Oh yeah.
and squeezed
so-
him. So like, I guess
I'm still giving
her,
him belly rubs,
us, yeah,
patting him on the back while I walk up to Maine.
basically
Awesome.
burping him of coins.
Yeah, fantastic. So you bring him over to Maine, and like, what do you do with this bird? You just hold him out to Maine. Yeah, awesome. Maine just like looks down at you, fixes you with a single mother of pearl opalescent eye, and caws and says, "Shiny, shiny for Maine." And then he like darts his beak forwards, bah, and snatches the bird out of your mouth, and then swallows him straight down his gullet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he goes, and then he just like belches, and a sleek, svelte, clean, happy-looking yellow raven comes flying out of
thank
Maine's
God.
mouth and flies up into the trees and then starts preening itself. And then Maine just sort of goes, "Bah," and like a sack of gold coins comes plopping out and landing on the ground.
What the fuck, Maine? There has to be a better way to do that.
My
No better way.
gold.
No better way. Best way.
You know, I once saw a girl do the same thing with cherries in a stem.
Nope.
It was okay.
Didn't see it.
I take the bag of gold, by the way.
Wait, I was gonna.
Wait, is that your gold?
It's mine.
That is,
Oh, I'll give it to you.
I was
then.
gonna pick
that
it up.
is Ankara's gold.
Steven, how much is in there?
There's 217 gold.
All right, I'll just take that back.
And Sarek, you've picked up 19 gold pieces worth of hiccups.
Ooh, nice. I'm out of that to my thing.
Yep. Awesome. So yeah, Maine sort of like you see like a new spear of color in his eye, a bright orange fleck that you didn't notice was there before. Maine can now sell you combat shards. The first combat shard that he has available is called the Shard of Fury. As a bonus action, crush this crystal. You can make an extra attack action this turn with advantage. The effort leaves you enervated. You must complete a short rest before being able to use another Shard of Fury. I'm putting that into Roll20 chat.
Assuming you buy multiple ones, I guess, right?
Yes, and they're 50 gold pieces each, so they're not cheap, but
Well, there goes all of Armoros's money.
yeah, basically.
I haven't used money at all, anyways.
Yeah,
Well, it's all been like caster stuff so far.
yep,
We
exactly.
just had spells.
There's not a. I can't remember. You were talking about materials earlier on in this campaign, but they don't assemble like the broken sword here on the moon, right? I have to go to somebody.
So earlier you unlocked the base, the ground floor of the White Tower. So there's like this field that you land in, and to the north of the field is a placid lake, and to the west of the field there's this tree with mane, and to the south of the field there's this white tower that scrapes the heavens. And on the ground floor of the tower, you found a large smithy that was cold.
But no one's in there.
No one's in there.
But we wanted to bring back the smith if and when we found the smith, was our initial plan.
We still
Yeah.
haven't used the God Soul.
Yeah.
Gone for some of that.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool.
Do you think we can use the God Soul to fix your sword?
I don't know where they know.
Have to be a solar demon heart.
They haven't lied to us yet.
Let's see. So just so you can see it, here's the list of goods from Maine, and then all the way at the bottom, just behind the spell icons, now we have combat shards. So you can buy these whenever you visit Maine's Hollow.
Is there like a little, like in the forge, I'm assuming there's like a furnace.
Yeah.
I turn to Ankara and say, just a thought, wouldn't this be a great place for us to keep an eye on Tim and also keep him warm?
We're going to bring Tim to the moon.
Why not?
Yeah.
What? He's a solar demon from the sun.
I keep
she's
worrying
the-
about him getting cold over there.
You'll
And that cauldron, we haven't gone and heated it up in a while.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's still there.
Are you telling me you want to go back through the passage with the guys who throw spears up to Tim, defeating all the things that we fought numerous times before, only to drag his ass back over to the other brazier, bring him to the moon? This is madness. Madness.
No, it's not. It makes perfect sense if you think about it.
Gotta check on him at some point.
It's our responsibility. When you save something's life, you're responsible for it. Those are the rules.
That wasn't my plan at all.
Saloon is over your shoulder. She says, so true.
I mean, I'm sure Saloon wouldn't mind, you know. There's not a lot between her two ears, but I'm sure she wouldn't really care if we brought a little baby sun demon up here, right? Right, Saloon?
Is it cute?
It's very
Very
cute.
It's
Very
that's
cute.
subjective.
The more the merrier. And I think she like reaches out and she touches your hand, Aya, and like not the hand with the sun sigil on it that she's been like inserting shards of the sun into, but the other hand, and it just like sears a symbol onto your hand that's a circle with a crescent. Just-
What's that? What?
She says, give this to whoever. When they have it, they can come back here with you.
Okay, at first I was weirded out because you really shouldn't do that without consent. We need to talk about that. But this is cool and I'm okay with it.
Can we only use it once?
I could give you more if it was for a good cause.
What if we bring back the smith?
Ooh, we'll need at least one more.
What? No, we just need the one. We don't. You're going to go
Well,
get
we
Tim.
need one for Tim.
Just in case, I mean, we should. have-
Almoros, you're the only one here on my side. We don't need Tim.
While they're
No.
having this discussion, I have Saloon do it on hand.
We do
What-
need Tim.
What do you say to that, Armoros?
If you can provide some kind of reason why we would sidetrack that terribly.
Well, yes, okay, because if you remember, the smithy had a fire demon. The smithy no longer has a fire
That was a
demon.
that wasn't
Tim
a
is
fire
the
demon.
next
That was a
closest
pit demon.
thing to a solar demon. The smithy cannot run at optimum capacity without Tim. I rest my case.
I think you're totally wrong.
Objection.
You,
You
no,
have been
sustained.
discriminatory against Tim
No.
since the moment you set eyes on him. You are a racist, and we can only defeat our enemy by studying it thoroughly. Therefore, the council moves to permanently relocate Tim to witness protection on the moon.
What?
Because
I'll have
the
you know
race
some of my
seconds
best
you-
friends are demons. I don't know what you're referring to.
Hearsay, Your Honor. Hearsay.
There's not even a
Just said
judge here.
Sun and fire demons are the same. That is the only racist comment today.
Yes, that's super racist. There wasn't even a fire. It wasn't. It was like a pit demon. It was like
no,
a demon.
you didn't
demon.
even look at it. I was the only one who looked at it. And I'm just saying those tentacles looked an awful lot like Tim's. Maybe the reason they don't look similar is because Tim is a baby and the fire demon was fully grown. We don't
In
know.
the background, Saloon has like a barrister's wig on and is like taking notes in a book with like a huge feather quill.
I hate the moon.
Well, Your Honor, how do you rule?
What? I've just been writing fan fiction.
Oh, my.
I take the gavel and I just hit it down. I'm like, case is closed. Solar demon will be brought back to the moon.
Yeah, I think
For science.
Saloon says, hooray! And then she like clasps your hand, Ankara, and you feel this, and then when you look at your hand, there's a circle with a crescent on it.
Thank you.
Confirm we need this. If she can, then that makes sense. If she can't, then no, there's no reason to do that.
We do need it.
I didn't ask for you to confirm that.
Were you asking Saloon?
Yep.
Saloon says, oh, well, the forge here does require special materials to run, but I'm not certain I'm the right person to answer that question. Someone more experienced with a smithy might be better suited.
Then the answer to your question remains the same, which is we must find the smithy and ask them.
That's true. We should go get the smith, bring the smith back to the moon, work on it from there. Tim is secondary.
We were given items and said, find the smithy. You guys, your first thing that you say is, let's actually just go take Tim to the moon.
Well, we
cool
might
and all,
need
but it
him
seems
to operate the
entirely pointless.
forge. We can do both. It's not an either-or situation.
What if
literally
we go
does.
get the smith first?
Correct.
Fine.
That seems fair.
That's fair. I can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
But just to be clear, we're asking him if we need Tim here. We're not.
Listen, Armoros, you and Sarek comprise 50% of this party. The other 50% is myself and Ankara. Therefore, common democracy dictates that you don't really get to just choose whether or not we bring Tim back or not, and neither
Who
do
did
we.
you call the leader of this group?
We're not a what's it called? A monarchy? No,
We're more of an autocracy, I would say.
we run by votes, and until we can find someone.
And what
to break
happens if
the
a
tie,
vote is not winning?
Then we.
The leader
Or
decides, and the
at
leader
pass.
is Armoros.
The leader is not Armoros.
I believe if he's
that's
first,
not
he's
true.
always he
No.
always goes in
We
first.
should
And good
ask
leaders.
Kairos.
So
I'm not
I'm
very
assuming-
intelligent, but I'm telling you that if we don't vote something, you're saying we're democracy, that it doesn't happen. And that's
Unless
what-
we have Kairos to break the tie. He is the 5th member of the party.
Now it sounds
to
an
set
awful
the
lot like you're
scene.
making decisions for us.
And
I'm
you're
assuming
not the
you're
leader.
having this conversation on your way out of the barricade camp in the direction of somewhere valuable.
Loudly arguing as we go down the walk.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
As you walk down the avenue of the holy approach with the letters
Yeah,
down
that.
just
The
arguing.
electrifying letters.
Yeah.
I'm angry. It's a quiet anger.
So,
yeah.
out of
If
curiosity,
they don't want to come with us, we could always go on.
We
our
could.
own.
We can do anything on our own.
Just saying.
Exactly. We have
could-
the weave of magic on our side. We
Oh,
can do
sure.
anything.
No,
Ankara.
yes, the weave of
That's
magic.
totally fine. We cannot
Yes.
stop you.
We
I could
won't
run
stop you.
2 simultaneous games in this world, each with 2 players, each where the other players affect the world.
Sarek and I will just continue to get instruction from the DM and also every character in the game, and you guys will just continue to ignore it and do your own weird
The DM put Tim in there for a reason. I'm just saying.
Yep.
What? No, the DM. We put Tim in a jar for no reason.
You do this really fun thing where we play this game for 2 years and stay at level 4 because we keep sidetracking and not actually advancing the
Tim
story.
I
had
don't
an
feel
orb.
like it's gonna take that long to get Tim and come back to the moon.
It's
with
gonna
him.
take like 2 seconds. You've already killed everything.
I feel like we've spent longer arguing about it than it would have taken
No,
for us to
no,
just
that's
go
actually
get
not true.
him.
No,
There's
That's
like-
not true.
I'm
incredibly
imagining
wrong.
as this is happening, like
In no shape or form would it ever take that 2 minutes to get Tim and bring him back.
Armoros's Morning Star is crushing into the skull of a thug as like the armoire comes sailing from the upper window. Sarek sends an arrow through the archer's eye as he exhorts the party to consider the benefits and drawbacks of Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like launching an Eldritch Blast and also using like my finger to draw a diagram on the ground. See, if we took this ladder right here, it would literally take us not even 10 minutes out of our way.
Like
Yeah.
there's an
Like,
explosion
here's
in the
your next
background and a
mission.
guy
It's
flies
like,
by.
Yeah, but what if we brought Tim to the moon because we just thought of it and it seems like a cool idea to 2 of us? And it's like, wow. I don't know how to communicate out of character to you enough that it's like, yeah.
For the record, it's definitely a cool idea to 3 of us. But I'm having a great time watching
See?
you all struggle with this.
Well, we
problem.
all agreed to go to this blacksmith guy first, right? So
So the trio, the two thugs and the archer up on the balcony, they're all dead now. You've
Sure.
destroyed them as you've been arguing,
Of
and you
course.
realize you have two possible paths to take to get to the armory from here. You could go up into the patrician's house, through the passageway of night, down into the ring of relics, down into the center place, and up through the elevator into the temple to Coronet, and then exit out the back to go to the armory. But then you'd be going through the temple. Or you could avoid going into the temple by continuing down the holy approach to the market square where all the ravens are all over everything. And there's a street that connects the market square to the temple to Coronet, to the exterior, called the Avenue of the Immortals. You've never been down that way before, except that you saw it in your vision of the past. That's where that fountain was, where the pigs, not bears, were. And then you could just go around the temple to go to the armory. Which direction do you want to go?
What's the fastest direction?
I don't think I can tell you that.
Well,
Because you have two things, right? One, you could exit straight into the temple to Coronet, and then
Which we don't want.
and then you're having to deal with potentially trying to figure out how to get past Father Hadrax and Moraine.
or we could just go through the ravens.
Or you can go through the ravens, which they're not going to bother you unless you try to take the treasure that they're guarding. And then you could go down this road that you haven't been down before.
Let's do that. Screw it. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's a new area.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, you the party, I assume, descends into somewhat sullen silence as you realize the importance of reclaiming Tim and bringing him to the Gardens of the Moon has not yet been thoroughly established. But you have your clear mission right now, which is to get to the armory and get the smith back to the Gardens of the Moon. So, yeah, the Marketplace of the Sun. It's this large square marketplace area with a stepwell in the center. Down in the bottom of the stepwell is where you found the body of the previous patrician, and you pried the scepter from his cold, dead fingers. This is where you reclaimed the first white raven that unlocked the spell icons. And there's ravens everywhere, all over the abandoned stalls, pecking at the abandoned food and goods. And there's treasure glinting among the goods of the stalls. Gems over here, gold over there. It looks like this location, this marketplace area, was abandoned very quickly. And off to the right, there is a path, a long winding avenue with rubble and refuse everywhere. And right in your line of sight, there is a tall pillar with a statue enclosed in a crystal sarcophagus on top of it. This person, this statue, is a woman with heavy bracelets all up and down the length of each arm.
I'm assuming that's like Coronet statue.
Mm.
Right?
Can we examine
Do
the
you have-
statue at all?
Do you have any religion?
Nah, probably not me. No, my character wouldn't. It's more of like an offhand remark because it's called the Temple of Coronet, so just assume.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll for religion?
Yeah, if you want to try to identify what this statue is, definitely give me a roll for religion.
Not high.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Awesome.
try.
You can identify, and Sarek and I, both of you, can correctly identify that these statues are not religious in nature, though they certainly seem to be revered highly. So for whatever reason, whoever has built these statues and placed them here seems to think very highly of these people who are being enshrined. Let's see. I think there are no more pigs, not bears, in the pig pen because you blew a hole in the pig pen.
We freed them.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to draw y'all over to the page that I'm currently looking at, and we will see what happens here. Bong. We've got Armros, we've got Ankara, we've got Aya, and we have Sarek. Awesome. So we are over here in the upper left-hand corner of this screen. Yeah. Here we are, and you're all clustered around this first statue, which is like this woman with this pike is representing this statue, which is up on top of a pillar in the middle of the street. And this is like a 15-foot wide street between houses. Like these strange colored blocks are like the roofs and the roofs of houses that are surrounding you. There are alleyways on either side. Looking down a little bit further, why doesn't everybody give me a perception roll? 13, 15, 5.
How did I get a 5? That's one of the things I'm good at. There's
7.
something in my eye.
Yeah, awesome.
Whose face is angry?
That's Aya.
I'm mad at the party right now.
But
Except
you
for a
added
card.
eyes on
Cool.
both sides of the smile. So it's a smile and a frown.
It's a smile and a frown.
Good.
So snarky.
Awesome. So it's Armoros. You notice two things down the way. You notice here a wagon that's like overturned, and here there's a like some sort of a barrel. It looks a little bit wet.
There's a barrel and it looks wet.
I don't think we need that. I mean,
Return wagon would suggest conflict.
the fact that he mentioned it is kind of scary, but you know, Steven, it's probably
I
set
don't know what
dressing,
you're talking about.
right?
Probably steer clear of it. Could be a trap.
Yes.
Should we find out what it's wet with?
Yeah, you
Yes,
should definitely
we
walk
might
right
as
up to it
well.
and touch it, see what happens.
Well, what if I sneak up to it? That's the thing I can do.
Yeah, do that too. Everyone sneak up right up to the wet barrel that just got pointed out by my perception check. Let's do that.
No,
Yeah.
only me, not everyone.
All right, Sarek, you wanna do like a stealth roll? To
Yeah, I
see
want
how
to see if I can like
sneakily
get up there
you're
and be
able to
like,
approach
"What
this?"
is this?" Yeah. Stealth roll.
Ba-ba, ba-ba, bum-ba-da. Go ahead and put yourself wherever you want to be adjacent to this barrel.
Okay. Shoot. Right there.
Yeah, so you sneak your way up, and you feel like you're like moving quickly and erratically, like you're probably like hanging under the awnings of houses in order to make sure that like over here in the sort of like center of this cluster of things, there's like this big tower that can sort of see down into some of these streets. You're probably like using the buildings to block line of sight from the tower so that nobody up there could see you. You're managing your approach to this very, very well. You get up to this barrel, and it's very clear quickly when you look at it and like run a finger down it. It's filled with oil.
Okay. Yeah, can I look around to see if there's anything specifically? Let's see if I can ping this like down the alleyway here, or if there's
Yeah, give me
anyone
a perception
around
check.
that's like gonna get us.
Perception of 10. Pretty good. I think I might already have this written down.
There's a man on fire over there.
I like it though. Okay. There's a man on fire over there.
There's a man
Yeah.
on fire.
Would you say he's a burning man?
Some sort of festival happening in that alleyway.
All right, definitely there's conflict. Finally. Let's well, how do you want to approach this?
There's nothing in that alleyway.
What?
There's nothing. I mean, like, you look down, like, what do you want? There's like some like pile of rags and like a broken board, and like a rat crawls out from the rags, and like gets up on top of them and then looks at you and then squeaks and then like slithers its way back into the rags.
Yeah. Sarek goes back to the team.
Okay.
And sneaks back to the team and is like, well, I didn't see anything, but that is definitely a barrel filled with oil. So be prepared for anything. I don't know why, of all the things destroyed, why that would still be here.
Very good.
So, yeah, you tell me how we approach.
Sometimes the best way to spring a trap is just walk right into the middle of it.
But that's an explosion, maybe.
No, I don't mean the barrel. I just mean walk down the street away from the barrel.
Okay.
But you could maybe sneak off to the side or something, so that if we do get ambushed, you can flank them.
Yeah, can I sneak to this other alleyway? This, like, side alleyway?
Yeah, totally. I'm going to give you the benefit of your 22, by the way. So go ahead and put yourself down there.
Done.
Okay,
Done,
cool. Mm-hmm. And where are the rest of you going?
I don't know. I feel like I'm like all on high alert and there's probably nothing. But it's a Steven game, so there's probably something. To clarify, because all these colors are confusing me, which building is the church?
There's no church here. The church is actually, so like if you follow all the way down, like I'm going to draw some arrows. If you follow all the way down this way, down over here, and then like to the right into the center area, this is like a town square where you had the audience with the speaker for Astafon. If you continue to the right and then up to the north here, a little bit to the right, and then up to the north here, that's where the church to Coronet is.
And the armory is behind that. So the armory is what, like here?
No, the armory is like all of the church and everything is off the map. They're like off this away.
This is just the one area we haven't been to in our reality, but in the flashback, this is it's like the open air market area, I guess, kind of, where they went and had or not a market, it's like a town square.
But we've been to the armory. And wasn't it here? Because it was by the hospital.
Yes, but this is not where the hospital is.
We have to go the back way because the other way was where the church was, and we're trying to avoid the church.
Okay, I'm on the same page now. For some reason, I thought the hospital was here, and it is not. Okay,
yeah, we're just going back around.
Yeah. We're going the long way.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna move up and take a peek in the alley that we hid in the first time that we came through here.
Back up, or you just want to go yourself?
I mean, you can come with me. I'm not like going ahead of the party or anything. I'm just like trying to check out what's going on.
Yes.
Are you sneaking, Aya?
No, because Sarek already went and scouted. I'm assuming he would have.
Cool.
Yeah. Not
Armoros, would you place yourself where you would be when Aya's looking down?
You're getting killed by rats or some shit. Goodbye. Good night.
You're a bad scout if that's the case.
I rolled a 10 and he rolled a 22. I don't know what's down that alleyway. I couldn't tell you.
That's metagaming. I can't take that into account.
Yeah, I don't. God bless. You're done. You're over.
Yeah. I'll metagame the solar thing with Eric, but I can't metagame.
Aya, would you roll a perception check for me, please?
Okay. My perception is garbage.
Oh, yeah. You don't even see it until it has already happened. By the time it's happened, you have only a moment to realize what's going on. You hear this thunk and this and then you notice that there's a hand crossbow sticking out from the pile of rags down at the back over here. And that it just fired a flaming bolt
at the barrel?
Into the barrel behind you. Which explodes. So, yeah, hang on. Just doing the thing.
Sarah just like slinks out of sight, like, oh no.
And Kara, Aya, and Armoros, would each of you please make a dexterity saving throw versus a DC of 13?
I'm sorry. It was a dark alleyway.
Good.
Armoros is doing great.
I did it too, right?
Yes, Aya,
All three of us.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Barely.
Okay, you're good too. So,
Steven.
This barrel explodes, just erupts in a conflagration.
How do you feel about scars?
And Carl, you're not
so
dead.
Far away.
Oh, I'm not dead.
Armoros and Aya, both of you take 18 points of damage. Kara takes 36. Sarek, you're too far away. You take no points of damage except that.
My pride. And trust levels down.
Wait. Except that you feel someone strike at you from behind.
What?
Hitting you for
What?
7 slashing damage.
What?
You look behind you, and the pile of rags that was here, all of a sudden you realize has stood up and become a person.
It was a
person with a scimitar.
Rag monster.
The rag monster. I hate to rag on you, but you're in trouble.
And would everybody roll for initiative, please?
Oh,
Oh
my
my
ass.
God.
Okay.
Oh my ass.
Such a bad way to start.
You son of a.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So now we're gonna fight this rag guy.
Cool. That's you 4. And then
My name is Reginald, the rag guy.
this guy's initiative. And then this guy's initiative. Let's roll for them. Fantastic. Descending. Cool. So, Sarek,
Yes.
you act at the exact same time as this person who just stabbed you in the back. What do you do?
I want to can I
He's wearing leather
use-
armor and he has a shield.
He has a shield as well?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah, I want to use my bonus action to. Can I disengage over to here and shoot him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. That's my plan. I'll worry about doing sneak attack stuff later because I don't think I can do both, right?
No.
Short bow your ass.
Nice. Pretty sure that's a hit. Yep, nailed him. 8 piercing damage. Your arrow thunks with a satisfying thunk into his eye socket.
What?
And he drops dead. He gets knocked back one square too. Fuck. He
Oh
dies.
my God.
He's gone. Aya, what do you do?
Well, seeing the terrible situation,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but I'm gonna try to buy the 3 of us time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my scroll of cause fear
Ooh.
on the dude in the alley with the crossbow, so he can't take. Hopefully, he won't take another shot at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it in chat.
it's not clickable for me.
Oh, let's maybe I can cause fear. No results found. All right. We gotta go look it up.
I think it's like a wisdom saving throw, and then they have to flee from
Yeah,
me
totally.
every turn to maximum movement.
Yeah, concentration up to 1 minute. So cool. Yeah. What does it look like when you cause fear on this guy?
So I'm like startled because the thing just like caught my entire cloak on fire.
Mhm.
And I almost want it to be like an illusion. I know it's a necromancy spell, but I want it to be like an illusion where as I like pull the flaming cloak off and throw it, like with that same motion, like it's almost like I reveal some of my face and it's just like a mind flare. There's just like tentacles and all matter of nastiness coming out.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. So wisdom saving throw versus your spell save DC is 13, right?
Yes, I believe so. That sounds right.
Oh, damn.
Wow, he is
he-
wise.
He has he's terrible at wisdom. He has a
He just
minus
rolled
1.
well?
He rolled a 19.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Nope, he's not afraid of you.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm assuming that using that scroll took my whole action.
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay.
Do you want to
Can
do
I still
anything else?
move?
Yes.
Okay. I want to get out of line of sight so he can't
Cool.
shoot me. I'm gonna move here
Cool.
and try to just like get away from him.
Yep, fantastic. And Kara, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level. First
Dope.
of all.
So the
Oh.
scroll's used now, though, right? Like I can't
Yes,
use
the
it
scroll
again.
burns up when you cast that spell. 18 hit points back to Ankara. Very nice.
Yeah. And then I can wild shape as a bonus action, right?
Yeah, you can.
So it's bear time.
Awesome.
It's bear
You
time.
shift into bear form, and as you do, you feel some glimmer of a response from the broken torques of the shifter that you were given, but
Oh.
nothing happens.
And you turn
But
into
you
the more powerful
feel
black bear.
you feel a presence.
Nice.
All right, awesome. Here you are, Bear Kara. You can still move up to your bear's movement speed if you want.
Is there another barrel she can move next to, Steven? Or
Is there another barrel? There is not.
I guess I could go
Got you
attack.
baited.
But if I go up there now, I can't attack him or anything. So I guess I'll just move like right up here in case he comes around the corner, and then I can snag him.
Cool.
Come on.
All right. So you're not looking around the corner, are you, Ankara?
No,
Okay, cool.
I just know that he's there because I noticed he did some stuff. So I'm assuming I know he's there.
Yeah. Fantastic. Armoros, what do you do?
no rag people near me?
No, there's nobody covered in rags near you.
Um,
The oil barrel exploded and then burned out very quickly. There's no like lingering fire or anything like that.
yeah, I kind of pick myself up and then rush to Aya's side, knowing that she needs cover.
Cool.
And then I'll hold action attack should anyone come too close.
Cool. All right, Sarek, what do you do?
There's no place to cover at the moment, is there? There's no place like to get behind, except
to
for a
take
bear.
cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bear. There's this alleyway that there's a dead body down. There's this wagon that you could like crawl under.
What about the alleyway that's here? We
This
cleared
one?
that out, right?
That was where the other resistance fighter is.
Is he cleared out, or is he still there?
Do you walk over there and look?
No. Screw it. Yeah, I sneakily come around the corner and
Cool.
give it the old once over to look down the alleyway, but not
Yeah.
like just walk into it.
Yeah. The pile of rags is gone, and there's no sign of this dust resistance fighter. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Just go in this alleyway.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. It's just gone. There's just nothing. It's empty. Maybe he like climbed to the back alley and is on the roof.
Yeah, sure. So I go hide in the alleyway then.
Okay. Cool. Aya, you're there with Sarek or with Armoros. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You see Ankara, that's a bear down the
Mhm.
way. What do you do?
I'm chilling.
Okay.
I'm holding action. Like
So
I
the
just got half my fucking shit burned. I'm good for a bit. I'm not moving from where I'm at.
the four of you take a shell-shocked moment, and nothing else happens. There's no sound. Nobody else jumps out to attack. The wagon doesn't explode. Like, all is quiet. So let's end initiative order. If for whatever just happenstance reason we need to use initiative again while we're still on this page, I'll just use these numbers. They seem like very good, reasonable numbers to use, so we'll just use them. But for now, let's end the combat rounds.
Interesting that you should say it that way, which means
Indeed.
combat's probably not over.
So you have a second to do like a little bit of regrouping. Armoros,
We
do you
take a
feel
quick
like-
break.
Yeah.
You can, yeah. Armoros, do you feel like there's like some tactics to impose here on this situation?
Yeah, I kind of get up to her side, I guess, after the shell shock leaves us. We need to take cover and get back with the group.
Should we come to
Where
you?
should we do that? I was gonna say.
behind us, and there's alleys and buildings and stuff. We can occupy one of the buildings, maybe.
Okay. Let's do it.
Just start walking off towards where we last saw the group, I guess, then.
Mm-hmm. I'll follow.
The intention of getting in a building.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got two choices, basically. There's this one with like the lavender roof and this one with the blue roof that are like right here. You'd have to like break down a door to get in, but that seems eminently achievable for a man of Armoros's particular talents.
Yeah. Yeah, we break down the door and hunker down behind the counter or whatever.
Cool. Armoros, would you give me a strength check? It's DC 12. Oh, shit.
I'm still hurt, I guess.
So let's see.
Knock it down, right?
Did you take a 10-minute rest?
We were going to do that, I think, in this
Probably when we
building.
get inside, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's clear that the door you've chosen is actually stronger than you expected. It's going to take you a full 10 minutes to break it down.
Oh.
Everybody else can take a rest while you're doing that, Armoros.
Mm.
I tell him, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I use
Before
hit
we
dice
go
to get my life back?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you can spend hit dice. Yes. You can spend as many as you want.
Oy vey.
Can I look down the alley, Steven, before I go? I just want to like peek at it because I never.
Yeah, this one here? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
What does the ion stone do again?
It's
I
the
get
Iron Stone of
food every-
Sustenance.
Yeah, so I just eat every time, right?
Yeah, it counts as having eaten. So let me talk about what that does for you. If you spend hit dice to heal, you can re-roll the amount you healed and take the higher of the two.
Okay. I just wanted to
Yeah.
double check before I started rolling.
Yeah.
Huh, it's really glad I have that.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 then. I'm down to 3.
Look at that.
All right,
Look at
I'm
that
topped off.
beautiful double 10s on your hit dice rolls. Awesome.
Whoa, whoops! I
Yep.
ignore that. I accidentally clicked on that.
Cool. Yeah, and Armoros has broken down the door, and now all 4 of you are inside at long last. Let's take an IRL 5-minute break, stand up, stretch our legs, get a glass of water, and when we return, we will figure out the continued adventures of the party as they make their way through this strangely hostile section of town.
All right. Well, stay tuned. More to come. We'll be back shortly.
All right.
You're
inside this house. It's like a one-room house. It's simple. There's like a bed in the corner and a number of like bed places made on the floor next to it. There's a central fire pit with, cook stuff. It's not like an exposed fire. It's like there's like stones that are layered and like there's a stone chimney that goes up through the center of the house. Yeah, what do you do now that you're in here?
I would say like there's clearly an ambush happening outside. We should probably kind of barricade ourselves in and then check this building, make sure we're secure. I could bandage myself up and then we could be ready for what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's making sure that you are good because you gave us time to get better. I think we should make sure that you're good as well. So yeah.
Yeah, you can take 10 minutes, like barricade the door, like double check the building to make sure there's nobody like hiding inside of it.
Okay.
Everybody give me a perception or investigation check, whichever is better for you.
Pretty bad.
Perception
Bearcara
rolls
is,
today
like,
are so bad.
Lifting the lid off of the pot that's on the stove, just like nudging her bare nose into it.
Just like
Yeah,
looking
I think
for money.
Sarek and Aya collaborate to make a fairly thorough check of the interior. There's nobody hiding in like any of the cupboards or like up on top of a shelf or anything like that. You're fairly safe. Yeah, Sarek, the walls are quite thin. And they're like a mud plaster with a wooden frame. So it's almost like German style where there's like wooden like cross beams and
Sure.
then like plaster between them. Yeah, the walls are quite thin.
Can I attempt to hear with my elven ears? Can I attempt to hear what's going on in the light purple house next to us?
The light purple is the other half of the roof that's covering the purple house. There's
Oh,
light
holy crap. I see it now as clear as day. Those are the angles of the roof.
You
I
got
thought
it,
there were
Jesse.
two houses.
Jesse Cox.
Holy crap. Here I was thinking you were just drawing
That just
multicolored
now
houses.
clicked with me as well, that it's like one big.
Yeah, it's the
now-
shading.
Yeah, it's one big building with a light side and a dark side. There's some perspective from the lighting that's shining from the...
That's actually really clever, and that gives me a better scale of like, this is a big building we're in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 50 by 50 feet, something like that.
Well, can I then take myself and go to here and try to listen in on Red Room? Red Room.
Yeah, give me a perception roll with advantage because you're taking a nice long time. Meanwhile, Armoros, go ahead and bandage yourself up. You can spend hit dice. This is taking 10 minutes off the clock.
Dice 1d10 plus Constitution, or is it your level? I can't remember.
Hit dice, you can actually just click the hit dice thing in your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click the word hit dice and it just does
I
it for you.
did.
Yeah. And by the way, Armoros, if you want to take out rations and to eat them, you can roll twice and take the better of the two results.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll spend my third one because I keep rolling so fantastically. I'm 3 below. You know what?
All right.
Actually, I'll spend my fourth one because there's a chance to get
do
a
it.
bonus here.
Yeah.
God,
Hey.
what is this? Am I stuck in 6 land? What is?
Statistically poor rolls.
3 6s. You got a 3 and then 3 6s. You
Yeah.
basically summoned a demon into the world.
Yeah, you gain the power of Satan.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Not today, Satan. That's what we say, gang.
That's
Not
true.
today.
That's what we say. What do
Get
you say when
behind
you
me.
meet Satan?
Thank you, Satan.
you're welcome.
You're in your head and God.
Brit.
Sarek, it's quiet out there. I think you hear like someone's footsteps very briefly and then not anymore.
Can we bear Kara our way through the wall?
I think we see Sarek like give a couple taps to the wall. Doom, 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 doom. Poke, poke, poke. Definitely.
I turn to bear Kara and I'm like, I think you could make a new doorway.
Best ever.
And I'm
Yeah.
standing on my hind legs and I walk over to the wall
Yeah.
and I touch it.
Give me
and
a strength check, Bear Kara, with
I'm gonna
advantage.
back up,
Pour out, start
run
biting
at
your
it,
Yeah.
straight at it.
With advantage for being a bear. Oh yeah, 22. So Bear Kara, you just go.
Yeah, I'm running at it on my hind legs.
Yeah.
So when I run through it, it makes like the
There's a
shape of a
bear-shaped-
bear body.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a
Yeah.
bear-shaped hole in the plaster. Yeah. And you burst into red building, and it's very clear in red building here that there's some sort of pathway that leads through it, going from here to here, because like you can see light filtering in from like a flap of cloth on the backside that connects.
Oh, that's
to
not cloth. That's a guy. Stab it.
And then over here, it's the door, which is creaked ajar.
I guess I'll just start moving further in and like.
She just keeps running, Steven, right through the next wall.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll follow her in.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and place yourself wherever you want to be in Kara. Yeah, totally.
That works.
Sark's in there. Aya and Armoros, both of you can follow if you want. Yeah. Bear Kara, are you looking out the door?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a peek out the door.
Okay. In the center of town here, there's this fountain. So there down here, there's another statue, another statue, another statue. Let me tell you what they look like because it's cool. There's a woman with bulging muscles, broad shoulders, and narrow hips. An androgynous person with a soft face wearing a formal suit, and a man carrying a staff of braided wood. Each of these statues inside these crystal sarcophagi on top of these pillars. And let me see. In the center of town, there's this burbling fountain. A three-headed angel, and the three heads are facing north on the map, up into the air, and south on the map. That's like the array of heads is all like up and over. From the upward facing forehead of this angel, there's a soft blue glow of a blue orb.
I grab it, Steven.
Okay. Are you just running out there, Armorize?
No. So you said these three people, they're not statues. There's literally three people, right?
So sorry. So there's three statues here.
They are statues.
Yes, they're statues up on top of these pillars,
Do they
encased
animate by
in
chance?
glass sarcophagi.
Yeah, okay.
And then here in the center of the fountain, there's a statue of an angel that's like producing the water of the fountain. And that's where the tear is located, in the forehead of this angel.
He looks out. Brett Carl, wait. It's definitely a trap. Actually, keep going.
All right, I'm just gonna run out toward the blue orb.
This is the time
Such a
that your
funny
GM
image. Bears
says,
don't run upright very well, but I love that you're doing it upright. Like,
this is the moment where your GM asks, are you sure you want to do that?
yeah. Well,
I mean, listen, at some point we all gotta
Can
go
I-
out to get this orb.
Wait,
Somebody
wait,
has
wait.
to like
I have to say, hold up. Before she runs out, do
Yeah.
I get the sense that there's something magical about these statues? Like, is there?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
They're coming to life.
yeah, I guess at least I'd like to roll for perception or
They're
something
Steven
before I go
statues.
out
What do you
there.
think? There are?
Jeff, fuck yeah, dude, they're coming to life.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They obviously mean there's a Medusa here. Okay, so yeah, you detect, like, as you open your mind to the weave of magic in the world, you can sense threads of magic threading through the statues that are on top of the pillars. I think with Arcana, you can't identify what the magic is.
Mhm.
But don't you have like demon eyes or something?
No, I don't think I do anymore. I think I swapped it out for. I have Eldritch Sight. I had
Yeah.
Dark Sight, and now I have Eldritch Sight.
What does Eldritch Sight do for you?
Detect magic at will without expending a spell slot.
Yeah, that's, you could like begin seeing magic if you wanted.
I'm now noticing that Jeff noticed the thing that me and Britt reacted so violently to earlier.
God. Shit
For
like
those
that.
of you on the YouTube who are going to see me go, "Ugh,"
Ugh.
I'm sparing you by not telling you what it was.
I thought it was pretty clever. So that's
It seems like an accurate description. It seems accurate. I'll say that. That doesn't keep it from being absolutely
here's the
disgusting.
challenge. If you're watching on YouTube right now, what do you think
What do you think it
Bronze
is?
is talking about? In the comments below, write what you think she's talking about. What disgusted her so much, but also made Jesse kind of intrigued and a little bit, like Britt was kind of in, and what also kind of disgusted Jeff. What could it have been?
Not kind of.
Steven is entirely baffled.
Yeah, what could it possibly be? You write it down below. The best answer wins a prize of indeterminate worth.
Should we give a clue?
Nope, no clues.
All
no
right.
clues.
No clues for you guys.
Yeah,
Just
you-
guess.
Mhm.
It's disgusting, but an accurate description.
Yeah. Sometimes people say these things and I hear it and I'm like, I realize how different every human is. Like, my brain can't even take me there. One time I was playing poke with my buds and like, this is in college, and a very attractive RN walked in and walked out. And he leans in and says, I would like to tongue jack her shit box. And I was like,
What?
I didn't know those combination words could be used that way. And I don't know why you would, but you don't, like, your mind just opens up to like, yeah, I guess that's something someone could say. And if I never met Ronnie, I would have never heard that. Never would have experienced
Tongue
that.
jack. That's my favorite
Oh
word.
You would be
my
such a different
God.
person.
Wow.
It's scary. Yeah. I had a friend threaten to rip one. He was like, "I'll rip your nipples off." I was like, "I didn't even know you could."
Who are your
I've heard,
friends?
like, I'll kick you,
Why?
I'll punch you. You're like, "I'll rip your nipples off."
Who are your friends?
Yeah, who are these
Horrifying.
friends?
This is a real class in anthropology
You're
right
not wrong.
here. We should be earning humanities credits for this conversation.
Yeah.
I have like this weird introspective moment where, like, am I just so vanilla? Because I'm like, oh, I'll hurt you. And these people are like, I will get visceral about it.
I will tongue jack your nipples, man. I'm gonna say that to everything. Tongue jack is my favorite phrase now.
Tongue jack.
Jesse has
Like a
learned
mechanic
entirely new
term, I
things.
guess.
All right, kids, what are you doing here?
Oh yeah.
Are you
they're-
are you casting magic sight?
Sure.
All right, yeah, you cast the magic sight. The statues have magic applied to them, a strong transmutation magic.
Oh my
Mm.
god. Transmutation.
So does that mean they were turned into statues?
It was turned into a statue. This way we can kind of quietly hear, "Ah! I'm a statue!"
Ray Romano? Is that is that
Can we
you?
get back to the scene where a bipedal bear is stomping towards the fountain, please?
No, I don't want us
Smashing
all
through the
to
wall.
die.
No.
And Kara, please give me a perception check. You said you
Yes.
wanted to like scan.
Yeah. Oh God, my perception is terrible today.
Anybody else doing that? Bears are actually a little bit nearsighted. Just so you know.
I'm
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can roll above
All
a
right,
6.
I'll let that go then.
6.
Still, I was like the same.
Even as a bear, I'm
Yeah, I
still.
was just curious. Yeah.
Okay, Armoros, you see over here. Wait, I'm not clicking. Over here, down in the lower right-hand corner of this area, there's 2 people crouched with what do they have? Short bows, like clutching short bows, hiding behind this wagon, but not very well. They are looking down this way, and they don't seem to have seen you.
Oh. Inkara is in slow time stomping towards the fountain.
I've
Yes.
just I'm like waiting because
Bear Carl, wait.
Steven said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And then I said no.
Can I,
So rewind. I
since
haven't.
we're
left
not
the
initiative, can I
door
kind of
yet.
go like this way, down behind him, and try to be quiet?
Are you trying to like stealth?
Yeah, with disadvantage, right?
Should I stealth then and try to like?
Oh, you're
get these
nearby.
guys?
I go, Sarah,
Yeah.
listen, come here. There's 2 guys over by that wagon. They're rag people.
Oh, I hate rag people.
I need you to sneak around them. Can you murder one, and then I'll get the other one?
Sark's like, I will. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kara.
sneak and like do the old sneakaroo.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Let's go. Eh?
Mm.
Eh?
There's a thing. Yes.
What do you
So
think?
let's
about that?
see. There's one dust resistance fighter who might see you. That's a wisdom test. Hmm? Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
And then there's another.
At a
who might see
-1, you rolled a 20, Steven.
you. Yep. And who is that? Right, him. Oh yeah, he's
Do it again.
cool.
Just do it again.
Wisdom. Yeah, okay, that's good.
420, toke it up.
It's good that the monster named Dust Shock Trooper Johannes didn't see you. Yeah, cool. So you go sneaking off that away. You get your attack, but you eat an attack at the same time. Sarek, what do you do?
Yeah, I want to shoot a short
So
bow.
Steven, part of my plan would have been to be within 30 feet if I can, like right here out of his line of sight.
Yeah, totally. That's
I
fine.
want to short bow the dude who saw me.
You are not aware of the dude who saw you.
Well, I want to short bow the dude that's in front of me then, the first guy I
That
see.
sounds great. Give us a
Sweet.
roll.
So to be fair, Steven, he is aware. I told him there's 2 guys over there because I saw them.
Yeah. But the one who saw Sarek is hidden to Sarek.
Got it.
Yes. Sarek, you have advantage on this shot because they don't see you.
Okay, yeah, I want to shoot the guy in front of me. The first
Yep.
guy I see. But up.
Oh yeah, 23. Nailed it in the face. Roll your damage plus your sneak attack damage.
Two. Oh, that's because it's 2S6.
You rolled a 2S6.
Hey, that's better.
2. Sorry.
13 damage. Nails this guy. Kills him straight dead. Armoros, what do you do?
Rush
Sarek,
forward.
as you're doing this, you just a short bow comes whizzing to your back, flying over your head. It's from this guy up here.
I didn't even know he was there.
Bear card, the trap's been sprung.
He doesn't hit me though, right? Because I have 15.
No, you missed. Yeah, he missed.
Ah!
Okay. Is it
This
time
is
to
part of the plan,
go?
so you can run up and stab him? Or...
Yeah, absolutely, Armoros. Bearkara, it's time to go.
Yeah, I've seen things. So I start running out, and then I like step over the fence.
Yeah, into the pigs, not bears.
But it's bears,
Yeah.
not pigs now.
When I'm in the pen, I'm like, and then I run to the other side, and I put one leg over, and then the other leg over, and then I run towards.
Like
them.
very daintily, like.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, I miss.
So you do miss, and Bearkara, you're not gonna go for this guy up here.
I guess I should. I'll go attack this guy.
Awesome. That's even close enough that you can still attack.
Yeah.
I can show you how.
Oh yeah, nailed him. And again,
Dancing, glimmering,
roll your damage here because you're just mauling this bear to death. I mean, not the bear. 15 damage. So, I mean, like, do you throw his body into the fountain or into the wagon?
No, I mean this is one of those rag people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like pin him to the ground and I just scrape him apart because he's
Really?
getting rags. Ah!
It's a rag person.
Amazing. Aya, what would you like to do?
Did the statues do anything?
Fuck
Nope.
yeah, dude. They mounted their statue.
Nothing changed?
mounts.
Then nothing changed.
I'm gonna step cautiously out into the courtyard
Cool, barrel explodes.
and examine the statues up close. See
Of
what I
the
can
angel?
learn about them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you step up to the angel statue. Give me an investigation check. Oh,
Woo!
yeah. Awesome.
2020.
You like dip a hand into the water. There's some sort of chemical agent in the water. It
Wait.
looks.
There's fluoride in this world too?
Oh
My God.
This is why I only drink alkaline
When
water.
does it end? It's exactly right. Alkaline water.
Yeah, there's some sort of chemical agent in the water. It just from like feeling the consistency of it on your hand, you feel like it's like 1/2 of a reactive compound.
No, it's Dasani.
Uh-oh. So, okay.
You've only used 40 feet of your 60 feet of movement. Is that where
I
you
look
want
around, like the rest of the courtyard. Where's the
Give me a
second half
perception
of this
check.
compound? Oh God, I'm not perceptive.
Oh yeah, no, you have no idea. But you've only moved 40 feet. Do you want to end your movement here? Or do you want to move another 20 feet somewhere?
Where's the other two statues right next to this?
So these like women with halberds represent the statues.
I'm gonna move to this one
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
and poke it.
So let's see. I think it's time for me to get some initiatives rolled for these guys over here.
Guys, it'll be
Where?
Rag
Okay.
Person
Where?
1, Rag Person 2.
From where?
Got Dust Resistance Fighter number 4, who's down in front of Armoros.
Mm.
Oh,
And then only one Dust Resistance Fighter, you thought. Wrong you were. There's two over here, one to your north, Aya, and one to your south.
God damn it.
It's all right.
And the one to your north rolls
Son
an
of a-
11. The one to your south rolls a 6. Fantastic. Let's set that up to initiative order and start over. Sarek, it's your turn.
I want to take a shot at the Dust Resistance Fighter 4.
Bear in mind, Sarek, that Dust Resistance Fighter number 5 is holding some sort of flask in his hand, pulling back his arm as if to throw it.
Right, but I'm far enough away that he can't throw it at me, right?
You know, I can't fault that logic.
Like, he can't get me.
No, he's aiming for the fountain. Okay? And you got to stop him.
How would
Sorry.
I? But how would I? All right, in character, how would I know that there's stuff in the fountain? You're the only person who's been there, and you went
I
over
know,
to the
and I
statue.
can't say anything because I don't see him throwing it.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
You're
know.
looking around, Sarek, and you see this guy like pull out this flask and like pull out the cork with his teeth and like cock back his arm, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna shoot that guy. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Fine.
I mean,
Fine. Okay, if that's what you want me to play.
get the other guy. I can get this guy.
No, I've got this. I've
Okay.
got this. I want to use a I mean, I already have a sneak attack, right? I'm good on that if I attack this guy?
Yeah, he's only seen Aya.
Okay. I want to use my cunning action to like get myself to the Bears Not Pigs pen.
Yes.
So I have an angle on this dude.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna shoot him with an arrow.
Killer. Do it.
Skadoosh.
You nailed him.
Yeah.
And then R2D6 RS6.
The other two, a D6. You nail him. He dies, dropping this flask on the ground where it shatters, and you see like a small collection of weeds sprout up from the ground right where the flask shattered, and then immediately.
Farmer. Oh.
Aya, there's a dust resistance fighter directly down south of you, 20 feet away, 25 feet away. What do you do?
I'm going to hit him with Dissonant Whispers because that's my favorite ability.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the whispers are going to be like, you failed. You are nothing. The king lives in his tower safe because of your failures.
Nice.
Because that's what I do.
That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah, and I think they're not very wise, except you tend to roll very well.
He failed, taking 11 psychic damage, which just like blood pours out of his ears and nostrils, and he just collapses in death.
And I say, pathetic.
Nice. As you gloat, you
Your
realize
soul is mine. Your brother's soul is mine.
Gets way into this, as you can tell.
yeah. As you complete your gloating and you feel incredibly good about yourself and your life choices and the things that have brought you to this position, you realize there's another barrel right here.
Mother.
GG.
What do you?
That means there's a ragman with a crossbow somewhere.
Get away.
Probably here.
Do you want to move anywhere?
Fuck yeah.
Get out of there.
I'm going to move up here and try to grab whatever was on the ground.
It's just
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just a broken flask and now like a collection of dead weeds that grew where the flask broke.
I'm going to
All
take them and put them in my pocket so I could study them later and try to see what he was trying to do.
The dust resistance fighter in front of you, Armoros, snarls at you and says, "Die, foul scum of Astafan!" And he stabs at you with his scimitar, which clinks off of your shield.
Oh, wait. Aren't we with these guys now?
I feel
We
so
could
bad
probably
that we're
just
murdering these
reasoned with
guys.
them.
Kind of, but yeah, I don't know.
All of them have pitch black glowing eyes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're
Good.
done for.
Okay,
No
we're fine then.
reasoning.
Murder them.
They're done
They're
for.
they're murder NPCs.
I like how we now murder based on eye color. Kill them. They got black eyes.
And Kara, what do you do?
I mean, I guess I'll go. Well, Armoros can kill him, I guess. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any more things around right now.
There's
It's
the
true.
orb, right, on the statue?
Yeah, can I just go over? Can I walk over and like get the orb down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
Okay.
It's kind of like set into the forehead of the angel.
I'm a weak
Oh,
bear,
man,
man.
like, your huge bare hands are like trying to grab this orb, and your claws are like skittering
slipping.
across its surface. And super frustrating. Armoros, what do you do?
I continue to swing at this guy saying mean stuff.
Excellent.
19.
Oh yeah, you nail him.
13.
Oh man, you just, what does it look like when you kill this guy?
He's like, well, he said, "You die, scum," and I clank off the shield and just like slam his head.
Nice.
Look elsewhere for others.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, right now there's nobody else in line of sight. So we can return out of our initiative order. So yeah, what do the four of you want to do now?
I walk over to Berkar and say, Berkar, stop defacing that priceless piece of history and let me take a look at it.
I like get
barrel
down
still
on
over here?
I'm
all
imagining
my-
the angel face is now like clawed to shit.
Yeah, there's like claw marks all over the face. Armoros, the barrel is over here next to this wagon.
Do I get to notice it passively?
Yeah, now that like Aya has noticed it, I'm assuming y'all are sharing information. Yes.
I would set it off with all of us at a safe distance or whatever. Then.
Awesome. Yeah, totally. You tie a rag around do you have a bow?
I do.
Awesome. Yeah, and you light it on fire and you send an arrow thunking into the barrel and it burns and the wood catches on fire and then burns for a little bit and then snuffs out. This barrel does not have any oil inside of it.
Wow.
I open the barrel then, like after I shoot it. I'm like, what the hell?
There's a roasted child inside. You're a monster.
I quietly close the lid and say, they can never hear us.
Y'all's opinion of my DMing is better than my DMing is.
Oh, burnt babies are the fun.
Yeah, so the child reaches up and is like, save me. I'm like, no, they can't ever hear us.
pushing those
Jesus.
tiny fingers back into the barrel
my
just
God.
to close it.
No tears now, only dreams.
You nail the lid back on, just like.
Sorry, they can never hear this. Be quiet.
Amazing. Yeah, okay, so a little bit of collaboration. And Kara and I, you managed to pry a
Yeah, I
second
give her a
hero
boost.
saloon free from the forehead of this statue.
Yay.
We just need one more.
Yes.
Nice.
One more.
So, according to the map, there's a long way around, but then there's this little tiny alleyway near where Aya is, and our objective is to get to the big round gray circle tower, yes?
No, your objective is to like leave the map up over this away.
We gotta go up so we can go around the church.
Can we explore the weird, strange tower?
Wait, I'm having a thought now.
Yes.
When we were down underground where Henderstentia was,
Yes.
that water clearly had runoff of an active smithy.
Yes.
I wonder if we could have just gone up the grate to the left, away from the giant man-eating troll. What if the smith isn't in the armory? I mean, we could go check. Obviously, we're already here, but I'm just wondering if maybe we went through this trouble. Well, we needed the tier anyway, but there might be a
Yeah.
shortcut that we didn't know about.
We can find it when the time comes, then we'll know. But I think for now, we
This
just
might
keep
be
moving
a
forward.
easy way to something to keep in mind. If we have to get out of there, if
Yeah.
things go south, we can maybe escape into the sewers.
Sure. And then kill that son of a bitch.
Henderstentia? Why?
Why not?
Well, okay, number one, he's like really hard to kill. Number two, he's not a bad guy if you get to know him.
He sat on me.
I mean, we got the orb, but there's no point in trying to kill him. He's like very strong. And I
Well,
kind of watched him eat you all, and now there's like a little bit of a phobia there. So
what? So, is there anything in this tower
he
over
said
here?
your earlobes tasted like onion rings.
That's because I don't clean them. It's an elf thing. It's all about being
Ugh.
natural. Yeah, is there anything in this tower of value? Can I, or like, is it tall? Can you describe this tower? It's clearly a lookout tower. but
It's sort
what
of
is
like
that?
standing the same house height above the houses again.
Okay.
And it's like arrow slit sort of tower overlooking the area. Maybe it's like some sort of defensive fortification for the town of servitude. Give me a perception check.
I will
Sarah.
do that. Eh?
You don't see anything. Like there's no lights from inside.
Okay.
Yep.
Then, yeah, I guess we continue on out of this area. That should be the plan. Keep
Yeah,
moving
where
on
do you
to
wanna
the
go?
blacksmith.
Yep. That
Where
sounds
do
good.
you go?
So we go. I mean, won't we just go down where Armoros is?
Yeah,
and-
I'd like go up here to where
Oh,
I'd
up here.
go the small path over here.
Okay.
I can't do that because I'm too big. So I'll just go.
You
down
can
here.
squeeze. No,
I can?
And Kara, you can squeeze. Yep.
Okay,
Go
I'll
by the pedal.
squeeze. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm just
stand up
standing
on your
up,
two legs.
and I'm sideways, and I'm like shifting.
Basically, I'm trying to avoid
Down this
this
hallway.
open area with the other cart because I imagine there's guys in there.
Mm.
Yeah. And Kara,
Mm?
hang on, I'm gonna write you like a whisper.
This is good. You're in this hallway alone with all of your friends, but you're hungry. Which one do you eat?
Why is it Sark?
Because I got onion ring ears. They're delicious.
I stole that from Santa Clarita Diet. I can't take credit for it.
All right, Ankara, there you go. I'm giving her some information.
You smell
Oh.
man flesh.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, I guess I turn around like, what? What?
Ah.
I can't understand it. Careful.
X marks the spot.
Ah.
This is the right way, yes? No, not the
When
right
we
way.
say that, okay, wait. While y'all are doing charades, I'm just gonna make telepathic contact with her
Awesome.
while like smirking at Sarek, like you idiot. Be like,
Hold on,
"What's
I think I
wrong?"
got this. Hold on.
I let her know that I've noticed an unusually clear swept patch of ground just in front of Sarek. We should notice that.
Sarek and Kara thinks there's a trap in front of you where you're about to step.
Yeah, sorry.
Doesn't the ground there look awfully clean? Like maybe it falls away?
Yeah, Sarek steps back, and is there anything in this alleyway I can throw on that patch?
Yeah, totally. There's like a big plywood board or whatever. You
Yeah,
just,
I'd
like,
pick it up and like toss it on the ground that looks very clean.
totally. Like the dust flies up as the canvas that was holding up the false ground collapses, and the plywood board falls 10 feet down into a spike pit in front of you.
Okay.
So
Good
X
job.
marks
Good job.
does mark the spot if you want to
Ready.
spike up your asshole.
I was right then. I can speak bear. So do we go? I guess we go back. Unless
you
we
could
try and
jump
jump
it.
it.
Telepathically beam to Ankara. You should have let him fall.
Sark is just like, thanks everyone for saving me.
You could jump this pit if you wanted. It's only 5 feet across. It'd be very easy.
Okay, yeah. Let's wait. Hold on.
What about the
I
one
don't-
on the other side?
Yeah, if I was smart, there'd be two. There'd be two there if I was making traps. All right. No, I don't want to go this way anymore. No.
So we have to turn around.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to jump it and you want to test it, by all means. I'm not doing it first.
Is there another plyboard? Can we test the one next to it?
Yeah, you can definitely like grab some sort of rubble or something like
yeah.
that.
So I throw it here.
Yeah, it lands and skitters across the hard ground.
Okay, I leap across.
Awesome. Yep, you clear it, no problem. Landing, feeling a feeling of elation, and then looking to your right and seeing
What?
this guy.
Has he seen me yet?
Oh yeah, he's looking straight at you. He's got his crossbow out. He's aiming it in your direction. He's pulling the string back, and then oh no, but he misses you. It
He
flies
missed
straight
me.
over your shoulder.
However, hold up. Let me read this. I need to make sure I get it right. I'm wondering if I can use Hellish Rebuke even if they miss. That's what I don't know. I'm checking it right now. You point your finger creature that damaged you. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So it is damage only. Okay, never mind. I sit there. I laugh. Ha! I catch the crossbow bolt out of midair.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome.
Ha!
What do you do?
Does he have black eyes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he's evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of these same guys.
I Eldritch Blast him.
Awesome. Roll it.
Damn.
Can we? Yeah, and I'm not gonna hex. I don't have any spell slots.
Roll damage on
I
that.
rolled a 1. No, okay, no, we're fine.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Your Eldritch Blast sends him spinning around, but it doesn't kill him.
I didn't roll very well.
Sarek, what do you want to do?
Now that I see that there's fighting going on, I'm gonna jump across and join her in the fight.
I feel
All
like
right.
Sark was trying to squeeze by me before seeing.
He was like trying to squeeze back out of the alleyway.
Oh yeah, I was like, and now I'm in. Yeah, I'm gonna jump
Awesome.
across, and can I use my cunning action to get across and shoot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Short bow.
Make your shot. Oh, man. Straight to the head.
Oh, goodbye.
He dies. Thwop. Okay.
And then I signal to everyone. I'm like, guys, it's safe. I did it.
Oh, it's not safe. They're clearly waiting for us back here. Who knows what's beyond this bend? And I point in this direction.
Well, more dark-eyed guys, but they haven't been a problem so far.
You should sneak ahead and scout. See if they've laid a trap over there somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak up to this junction, whatever, and try to
Yep.
figure out if there's any traps up ahead.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, Sarek. Off over this away, there's nothing you can see. Down this away, right here, where this, like, orange square with the gray stuff,
Sure.
it looks like just like a collection of garbage in the street, but you see tiny shards of metal sticking up out of the ground here. It looks like someone has sown this area with caltrops and then disguised it with garbage.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
down beyond the caltrops, there is one further dust resistance fighter crouching behind this wagon.
Dummy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna proceed forward then and move to this juncture right here and see if there's anything up here.
Okay. Yeah, everything looks clear.
Okay, yeah, I
There's
sort of
nothing
signaled
here.
to everyone like, come
You can
on,
see over this way. It's just nothing.
come on.
Nice.
I'm assuming we all move forward after him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then I make it known that to the south of us are caltrops and a dude, so we don't want to go that way. So this is our best option right now. And I will sneak forward and come out into the open a little bit and give it the old perception check and see what we can
Yeah. And off over that way to the northeast, you see the spire of the Cathedral to Coronet. And over around behind it, a bridge over a small stream, and then the large smithy building across the bridge.
Oh, the stream could probably be what goes down underground, maybe, right? I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll do the old sneak across over to here and make sure the way's clear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Looks completely clear.
Great.
There's the sound of an old hymn echoing from inside of the church.
Yeah. I signaled everyone like, let's do this thing.
Cool.
Nice.
So you're heading around behind the Church of Coronet?
Yes.
Awesome. Let me see. What else can I tell you about the nearby area? That was some very good charadesing, Ankara.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Let's see.
I love that Sark was irritated. I feel like his foot was like right over it and then was like, what do you want?
That's about
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. Definitely.
Stupid bears.
Is it here? Nope. Uh-oh. There it is. Nope, it's not that one. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. Now I can tell you more about what you see here. Yes. So the Avenue of Immortality connects the Temple to Coronet and the marketplace behind you. And then off around the other side is the armory. Sort of off far to the north, you can see the high peak of the bell tower over beyond the gate. Cool. Yeah, so the four of you stride around the side of the Temple to Coronet. Like nobody's like on the lookout or watching or anything like that, so you're able to move past it very quickly. Get to this sturdy wooden bridge that's over this small stream. Off to your left, all of a sudden, it hits the four of you that you're in an area you've seen before. You recognize where you are because this is the armory you came to when you were getting boiled rags from Deether Caldera for the sick house. The sick house is off to your left, across the bridge, and then on the other side, there's a narrow walkway that goes along this stream, this canal stream, and sort of a couple 100 feet down to the left, there is a very large burnt out husk of a house that looks just like the foundations of the sick house that you visited in the past.
Damn.
There is no sound from inside the armory.
I'm gonna make a quick comment and be like, well, it looks like everything that happened in that vision really did happen.
But if that's the case, then we saved those people, right?
I think it's the people whose memory we experience saved those people. Otherwise, I would still have a like super metal like raven, you know?
True.
Okay, well, if no one's here, I suppose we can just be quiet and sneak our way past.
Figure out what happened in the smithy. Might be able to see some clues. If he's not in
Yeah,
there.
should we go in there and just look?
Yeah,
let's
see
go
if
to the
there's any
smithy.
evidence he's been here lately. See if anything's warm.
Yeah, is there any?
Cool.
There's no brazier or anything around here. Nothing to touch. Nothing to look at.
Just
So you're still outside of the armory.
All right. Yeah, let's go to the armory.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so you cross this bridge over this refuse channel, and to the right of the refuse channel, to the right of the bridge, the stream is darkened with runoff and shows both like oil slick on the surface of the water and like dark chunks of like coal or iron or something like that on the bottom of the stream, the runoff and effluvia of metalworking. Far to the right, there's a wall tower with a broken wooden door showing darkness beyond. So you've reached like that same wall that you were on top of those walls where you were fighting the wyverns very early on, and it has arced all the way around over here. Yeah, and yeah, cool. Which of you is like pushing open the door to the armory?
That is a loaded question.
Why would you ask it like that?
Which of
But
you?
to answer your Steven, it's bronze. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, which of you is grasping the red hot iron handle of the door and
I guess he's
agony?
right. It would be me because I said we should see if there's any clues.
Sure.
I mean, I was kidding, but
I feel like it would be Armoros because he's the one that always charges in first.
I think it's either one of you two. Yes.
It's up to you, Jeff.
I usually do. It's fine.
Okay.
Awesome. Super cool. Yeah, so Jeff Armoros like grasps the iron handle of the door and throws it inwards, and inside it's the armory that you recognize. There's a huge seesaw bellows that lies still, but very clearly someone could like stand on one side and pump it in order to feed air into this massive central like well-like structure where there's red runes running across the top surface of the well. There's a gout of heat that just like beats your face as you open the door. It's very clear just on sight that the runes containing the well have been broken. And Diether Caldera stands there holding in one hand a massive magical hammer, his like iron muscles like cording as he holds it. And there's a molten pool of lava surging inside of this well that is throwing ropes of fire up and lassoing them around Diether Caldera and laughing as it does so. Diether Caldera looks up at you from his gaze down into this well of fire. And you see that his eyes are cognizant. They're aware. He has normal eyes. But as you watch, slowly you see a flicker of darkness come across them. And then he blinks and fights it back as he says, "The forge is closed. You'll have to come back later." And then he looks back down into the well. And that's probably where we should end it today.
According to the rules, we typically end closer to 1 o'clock. That's clearly 25 minutes from now. Therefore,
You monster. Okay. Well, I guess we will go around this little screen here and find what everyone's up to. Mostly just waiting around for answers from Jeff. But Steven, whoops, you're all interchangeable to me. Anyway, yeah, let's do this thing. Let's start with Britt. What's going on with you?
No, I'm not a bear anymore. It's me, Britt. I love being a bear. This is very fun. We'll be out next week. Bronze and I have a shoot together. I'm very excited to direct you. Jesse, I'm excited to direct you as well. So I look forward to the next time after next week.
Yeah, I think our next episode is the 15th, Wednesday the 15th. So we're skipping next Wednesday and we'll be back the following Wednesday.
Awesome. Steven, what's happening in your life? What are you up to? Dude, what's going on?
Oh, man, I'm enjoying the beautiful Amsterdam mid-spring weather. We had a vacation to Rotterdam recently, which was gorgeous. Rotterdam is super cool. It's like one of the biggest shipping epicenters for all of Europe, which I did not know, and is actually super impressive when you go there and look at it. So, yeah. My parents are visiting in 2 weeks, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to see them. Love you, Mom and Dad. Can't wait.
No.
And I can't wait to see what happens next because there's some cool stuff and then fancy rewards for doing cool stuff. So I'm super stoked. I can't wait to give you your toys.
Awesome. Bronze, what's going on in your life? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hi, everybody. I'm that Bronze girl. I'm a variety caster. I stream super early in the morning at like 7 a.m., 6 days a week. And on Tuesdays, I have a podcast with the incontrollable TV.
Got him.
I tried.
It worked for me.
Yeah. We talk about a lot of different things on that. I really like it. I'm really proud of it. And yeah, other than that, I'm just around. That's me.
Last, certainly not least, the man with the plan, the guy with the hands, the lung butter himself.
Oh, God.
Omeros,
Just got
the one and only.
Ugh.
Jeff, what's going on?
Lung butter. I can't even. I really enjoy doing this. Very fun. Thank you to Steven for giving us even more magical items. Oh my God.
Time.
Yeah, we have to earn them too. I like that. You know, I gotta fix them. Gotta find somebody. Gotta accomplish. You know, it's nice. It's goal oriented. So it's good.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to say. This weekend I'll be going and visiting my sister and brother-in-law in Utah and getting some tattoo work done. It's really fun. And I'll be streaming and whatnot, and eagerly awaiting our next episode. That's it, man. Check us out. Like Braun said, we do a show. Other than that, that's it, man. Feed your animals. Don't let them starve.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank
Good
you so much
advice.
for watching. Remember the advice that you should feed animals, I guess. And we will see you next time with an all-new episode on the 15th, it looks like. So, yeah, the 15th. So stay tuned. We'll see you then. And that's it for us. Bye, everybody.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. I don't have time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a production of broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a production of broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze.
It's a production of broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a production of broadcast.
You